disagreed with me that there is no such thing as just two choices. There's always a third or fourth choice.
It's a simple question. We can overthink it if you want to, but it's a very simple question.
I choose
we'll say this. We'll say this. Okay, we'll say this. We're not talking about politics. If you had two friends, one's a thief, one's a liar, which one are you going to pick?
I'm not going to choose either of them because I wouldn't want either of them to be my friend.
All right, let's say you're in a hole. You're in a mine. You're in a mine shaft.
You got to come up with a better.
Okay, here's the thing. You're in a mine shaft. You can either pick one of them, or they're both going to kill you. Which one's it going to be, a thief or a liar?
A thief I'd actually trust more than a liar, because a liar you can't trust whatsoever.
There you go. A liar, you know, is going to lie to you. A thief, you know, is going to
stab you in the back anyway. A liar
Hillary Clinton's a fucking liar.
You, oh man, you can trust me. I'm not going to stab.
Right, but Donald Trump has stolen money, right? So he's the thief. He's the thief. He's the one that has stolen money and done whatever. Hillary Clinton is the fucking liar because you can't trust anything she's going to say. So I agree with you in that sense, to where you can't trust either one of them.
Hey, I don't believe Hillary's. I believe Hillary's the thief because she's misplaced $6 billion.
She's a fucking liar.
But
she's also lied about it.
No, she's lied about it too. But Trump is the biggest liar. He's still lying to people now.
He just stole it.
He's stolen money, but he has not stolen more money than Hillary yet that we know of.
I'm sure he has.
We'll find out sooner or later. Also, I'm in the middle of this cave and I can't see shit.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense that I don't trust either one. I'd rather neither one of them be in power, but it is what it is. They are where they are. We got to make the best of it. I know that people are tired of the political fucking agenda, and that's why Trump won. It could have been fucking Joe Bob Billy fuck from, you know, Walla Walla, Washington in his plumber store. It wasn't a politician. They were like, hell yeah, we love this. That's the fact of it. People tired of politicians. I mean, everybody should have been on that bandwagon, to be honest. I fucking hate politics.
You want to know how Trump won?
I just said it. People are tired of politicians. Hillary's a fucking politician.
Trump's a fucking politician.
No. He runs business.
I'm a fan of. I want to get the economy out of the dump. And if you want to get the economy out of the dump, are you going to hire a politician or are you going to hire a businessman?
I'm not going to hire either of them. I'm going to hire ISS man to try and go after people who have been causing the dollar value to go down, and to get the fucking U.S. Mint to stop borrowing money to these private companies called banks. They're also loaning more money than they have who prey on people who can't afford to pay that shit.
That's true. No, you're absolutely right. The banking system is fucking retarded right now, but
that's what's going on right now. You think the Federal Reserve is owned by the government? It's not. It's its own private branch of the government that only answers to itself. It does not answer to the Senate. It does not answer to Congress. It does not answer to the fucking president. And they're
but I mean, what can we do about it? You know what I mean? The only thing we can do about it is vote in politicians that we think can make a difference. I mean, that's it. That's it. Unless you plan on picking up a fucking gun, which you're so against, the only thing you can do is fucking...
No, violence ain't gonna solve that shit.
Oh, really? You know what a coup d'etat is? You know what happened to the French Revolution in the fucking 1700s? Do you know what happened to fucking Russia in the fucking 1600s? Guess what? Their country changed forever. Because the people stood up with guns and took that shit back.
Yeah, and then we had the Soviet Union. Then we have the Soviet Union happen.
But it is what it is. I mean,
I'm poked a huge hole in your argument right there. What happened was the Soviet Union arose from that. Then we had John fucking Stalin, who was like literally one of the worst people in history. He has killed more of his own people And
Agreed.
Hitler has killed Jews.
Agreed.
He said during World War II, they had such a short.
People make mistakes, man.
No.
That's
He
just a fact.
didn't do it. He didn't do it. Even his own son. He even got his own son killed purposely because he thought, "Oh, my son's a
People
coward.
make
He
mistakes.
should not have surrendered to you guys."
People make mistakes. So when the people take action and vote in certain powers, like you can't predict. The people voted in Hitler, like they didn't know. How can you know? But it was different.
Hitler was mostly a patsy, even though he did horrible things and ordered horrible shit. He was ordered him by the SS.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Yeah.
People make mistakes when the masses act. Normally, that's why I fucking hate crowds, dude. I hate cattle. You can't predict anything that's gonna happen with a mass group of people because they act like fucking animals. Same thing.
Yeah.
You get a mass group of people to vote in a certain power, bad shit's gonna fucking happen.
Now look, we have Trump. What does that tell you?
Well, of course, but it's different from the status quo. It's not the same fucking dog and pony show that's been happening.
It's been the same dog and pony show. We need people. You've heard of Nelson Mandela?
I have heard of Mandela. Yes.
He stopped a whole lot of bad shit happening down in South Africa. He was voted for president. He was voted by his own people for presidency when South Africa was holding to the racist ideas for so many generations that they've always been doing, and it's still sort of happening, just not to the extent it was happening 20 years ago.
Is that South Africa or North Africa?
South
Had
Africa.
the whole fucking
No. The whole of Africa had racism, but South Africa had the worst and the longest going. They were the last holdout until they finally fucking broke. And it's still there. It's just, and here in America, we still have racial issues too. It's still happening. It's just that we don't talk about it as much. Anyway, going on to Nelson Mandela. He was an extremist back in the 60s. He was sent to jail on a small island for life, but then the people started rising up. They started calling him out to be freed, and then finally in the 1990s, he was freed by one president, and there was a civil war happening that just started in South Africa. Well, there were just people. It was just military dudes just shooting kids or shooting people with just bottles for weapons.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Nelson Mandela was often approached by people who just say, "Let's not talk about peace. Give us guns. Let us go after these people who are killing our people." We need people like Nelson Mandela who will say, "It is my responsibility to tell you when you are wrong."
Kind of a dog-eat-dog kind of guy.
Yeah, he did his newscast saying, "Here is my answer." After being sent many letters telling him to give us guns, let's go to war. My answer is the only way to proceed forward is through peace. I'm your leader, and it is my responsibility to tell you when you are wrong.
I'm all about peace.
Yes.
But when peace meets fucking aggression and rage, peace loses.
Yes, but he managed to bring peace to a country that was about to tear itself apart. Now it's a lot better than it used to be 20 years ago. Even when he was voted for president, he was voted for president by outlandishly winning because he told people, "Presidency is coming up. Vote for who you want president." And this is and you know how people were like,
yeah, but that
black
place
people
is
can't
still,
vote,
like,
and all that other shit, where black people couldn't vote, and like a white guy can count how many black people are in his household and all that other shit,
Where are you from?
I am from Utah. That doesn't tell you much, does it?
Not necessarily. Well,
I
mean,
mean, I
you
live
were
in
like
the-
what? Born and raised in Utah?
No, I'm born in Minnesota.
All
I
right.
lived out here in Utah. Then I lived in Texas. Then I went back to Minnesota, and now I'm back in Utah
Well, you say you lived in Texas. How long have you lived in Texas for?
for about 4 years.
All right.
All
So the
together.
environment that you grew up in is mainly Minnesota, Utah.
No, it was mainly Utah.
All right, so in
I
Utah,
let's see. In Minnesota, I've lived there for a total of 5 years.
man, I'm just saying, I'm never gonna get this fucking time back. In your experience growing up, how many African American families or people?
There are more African American families down in Texas than there are here in Utah and Minnesota.
Right. But here you are thumping your bleeding fucking heart for the racist bullshit that happens in this country that you have zero experience seeing or fucking hearing about
Oh, let's see.
verbally,
Let-
only on social media and what the news lets you see. I grew up in Western North Carolina. When I was growing up, there were 3 black families. When I graduated high school, there were 8 black families. It was well documented that they were not liked very well. So
When I
if
was-
there's a
when-
bleeding heart in this room, it's probably going to be me, because I actually have
Hey,
seen the shit that
you're not-
happens. To these
You're
people.
not. I'm not just talking about black families. Racism altogether sucks.
Okay, I agree with you. I don't think it's as prominent as most people think. Do you think a black person can be racist?
Yes, anybody can be
Do you
racist.
think that they almost get away with it every single bit of the time more than white people? Like a black person can do whatever they want to, and a white person is always racist no matter what they do or
That's
say.
a stereotype right there.
It's not a stereotype. It's a
No,
fact
no,
of the
no,
matter.
no. That is a stereotype right there. Let me. You know how black people like invented their own slang on the English language and all that. They did that so they could have their own spurt, a bit of culture, because they have almost no cultural identity at this point after being slaves for about several generations. So they're just trying to create something to set themselves apart from the rest of the population.
Right. But if I ever do that, if I ever say, well, as a white man, I want to do some stuff or say some things that's going to set us apart from the rest of everybody else, that makes me a what? A fucking racist. So let me see that double-sided card they carry around in your fucking pocket
What
about
card?
how if I did an all-white college, I'm a fucking racist.
No, that's
The
not
blacks
that's
have
not
all
racism
black
at all.
college.
The college
It's not-
might be racist, but that you're not racist.
So if I created an all-white college, that's not racist.
No.
You
That's-
are in
no, you
fucking
just said-
space right now.
Hey, you just said if you joined all white college.
If I created an all-white college, am I a fucking racist?
Technically, yes.
But blacks can have all-black colleges, and that's not racist.
Hey, I didn't.
Get
That's
the
racist
fuck
too.
out of this.
Hey,
fucking
that's racist
Discord,
too.
dude.
Hey,
You're right. It fucking is.
And a lot. Hey, here's the thing. You know, white people in general. That's pretty much them being racist back at us.
I'm just saying. Like I never owned a fucking slave. I was never racist or degrading to a person based. I married a Filipino girl who's more Spanish and Asian than any fucking other race put together. You know what I mean? Like, my children are multiracial, but yet I get scrutinized because I'm a white American, and because I'm white and have ideals that are based off of Southern heritage, I'm a fucking racist, and I
Hell
find
no.
that fucking offensive.
Hell no.
I'm just telling you, bro. That's the world I live in. I don't know how fucking shit works in Utah or Minnesota.
Hey, do you get along with your black neighbors?
Fuck, dude, I lived in an all-black neighborhood for 2 years, and they loved
Guess
me.
what, my friend? You're not a racist at all.
It depends on who you talk to. I
You
could
could-
tell a fucking joke, and automatically I'm a racist.
You can tell racist jokes as long as somebody gets elected.
It's just fucking stupid.
That-
But yet,
yeah,
if I vote
with
for
com-
Donald Trump, though, if I vote for Donald Trump, then I'm a racist.
Hell
And a
no.
bigot, and a feminist, and a womanizer, and like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking stupid. Nobody has a fucking backbone, and everybody's got a fucking conscience and this fucking opinion that they gotta be politically correct. Bro, if you think they're both shitty, I agree with you, because that's the beauty of what we can, that's our
Yeah.
value. I agree with you. That's what we need to get to. We need to get to the point where we can talk about it and not get so fucking heated and mad and my way's wrong, or right, your way's wrong. That's not a thing. Like
here's the
they're
thing.
both
Your
fucking
way
stupid.
works for you.
Exactly.
My way works for me. Doesn't
The
work for
only
everybody, but I
reason
can't.
the
But I
only
can't go
reason
on
it comes-
way.
Well, the only reason it comes into an issue is if your way starts imposing on my way, then
Yeah,
we
I
have a
can't-
problem.
Yes, I can't just tell, hey, you're doing it the wrong way, or unless it's like something that's gonna save somebody's life, then I'm not gonna
Hey,
say anything about it.
If you want to say something about gun control, then you're opposing on my way of life. Because I
No,
live my
no,
life.
no.
Dude,
No,
I
no.
work for Lockheed Martin. I build the bombs that fucking blow people up.
No, I'm not talking about gun control. I'm talking about and teaching your kids how to use guns and how dangerous they are.
I agree with that. I'm actually for the background thing too.
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
rather.
the whole thing is with
I would
proper
rather.
safety too. So
I honestly
Yeah.
think guns are clumsy in a way, unless it's like a. But they're still that doesn't discount anything that they're still pretty deadly.
No, they are. I mean, the personal responsibility is still there, but the whole
Yeah.
fact that like you're gonna regulate people, like I'm for the background thing and like the mental health stuff. I'm all for that, but to say like guns are killing people, like we need to take them off the street.
No,
The
people
fucking
kill
cities
people.
with the highest-
And they've been doing
Yeah.
it for thousands of fucking years.
Bro, more people die in the UK because of fucking hammers than guns. Are they gonna outlaw
Or
hammers?
baseball bats.
Fuck no.
Hammers and baseball bats.
That's all I'm saying. But at the same time, like if I got a foul mouth, I shouldn't have to censor myself.
Well, I just
How
asked you to tone it down a little bit. That's what I was at.
I
Yeah.
agree. No, normally I'm polite enough to do that. I guess you
Yeah.
caught me in a fucking off mood tonight. But normally, if I'm in a situation where I feel uncomfortable, I don't impose my views
I'm not-
or my
I'm not gonna-
sensitivities on anybody.
I'm not asking you to be like a saint with your mouth, but I'm just asking you just to tone it down.
Why? What's so wrong with the F word?
No, I'm talking about other words.
Like
Like
what?
my friend mentioned she does not like the words cock. She's not like cunt.
I'm
She
not a
likes
fan of
the
that word
C
either, bro.
words.
I'm with you. I'm not a fan of that word either.
I say cock when I'm
I'm
like,
not.
oh, cock.
I don't. I don't say that word. I don't say cunt. I don't like those words either. Just because I
I'll
don't
say-
find them useful.
I'm like, oh, cocking Nora or cock. It's like my English way going out. Okay.
Yeah, no. That's not my. I don't do those words. I think they're vulgar, and I don't like that. I say fuck because it's the universal word, and it goes with everything. It's an adjective, it's a noun, it's a verb, like it's everything. So, like we all know what a cock is. I'm not saying that fucking shit. I got no use for that word.
Yeah, but I'll only say it in context anyway, and I don't say it that often. I've been saying it quite a lot. Trying to like, oh shit, I gotta tone down on that.
Dude, he totally turned up the. I just headshot a deer from like hella far away. One shot in
Nice.
the face and it went down. He turned
Where
up
are
the damage.
Can I go shoot you?